Hello guys and gals, this is Birdman 316 for Birdman 316 RC. This truck on the left is blue and this body is for something else. I just figured I'd tease you a little bit with it. But the chassis under the truck is actually the silver Summit Bigfoot. And of course, we all know we've seen this little guy out at Pebble Beach many times. But there's a few things about these trucks I want to show you and talk about. Let's start with Bigfoot. Okay, let's get this body off of here. I just had the body on here to tease you a little bit. Take the body off. What do you want to do with the body? We'll put the body over here. There we go. Okay. You're probably wondering, what is all these parts laying here on the table for? Well, I'm getting ready to tell you. You know, our friend Dustin Dunnell uses a candy cane ink pen for a pointer device. I have an old antenna tube that come off of this truck here. You're probably wondering, well, where's the antenna? There's nothing poking out of the roof. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. Just hang on. Let me tell you something about this one first. This one here, you notice on the back, see this clear piece of Lexan right there. Speed control is sitting right on it. The speed control is sitting on the Lexan. The Lexan is actually bolted to the chassis, where this great big huge heavy 10-pound platform, well, it weighs not really 10 pounds, but that thing weighs a ton. The speed control was on, I forget which side it was on. The speed control was here, and this box right here, which held this radio receiver. You notice I have it up front. This thing right here is from an old school Stampede. Let me get in here where you can see it. This thing here is from an old school Stampede. It came with that one. And like I said, the speed control and the receiver were sitting on this platform right back here. All this stuff all bunched together in the back. I honestly don't know why they changed it like that, but this way here with the speed control here and the receiver up here is the old school method. So with this truck here, we mixed it up. We mixed old school like that with a new school chassis. Now these wheels and tires, these are newfangled by Traxxas. This bumper setup is newfangled Traxxas. This piece back here in the back, the blue thing, it's to utilize a wheelie bar. But when you're out there with monster trucks playing in the dirt, you don't really need a wheelie bar. Let me get up so you can, let me show you around here a little bit here. Put it on this side here. Get my pointer, which is part of this thing right here, this antenna. Now we do have the antenna in the old school position, but it's way shorter. And it doesn't poke through the body, it doesn't get nowhere near the body, it doesn't hit anything. And the receiver is velcroed to this thing right here, right up here on the top. And I got color coded, I got the orange zip ties holding the wires together, you know, to kind of clean everything up, tidy everything up, as well as the orange zip ties to assist in holding the speed control still, which the speed control itself is velcroed to the Lexan platform right here. And this is strapped around the platform to help hold the speed control still. And I got my good friend Dale at Dale's RC World in Burlington to put me a Dean's connector on here. And we're running the stock 12-turn brushed Titan motor along with the XL5 speed control. This originally came with the truck. This is factory stuff right here. Now, but there's one small detail keeping this truck off the road right now. You get in here. You notice that top screw, top motor screw, is not really what it came with. It came with these Phillips head screws. I don't like those. I want to put Allen head screws in here. But that top screw right there, it doesn't sit flush on the gearbox. And I don't like that. So I ordered some actual motor screws for a slash. And once they get here, I'll put one in and we will take this to Pebble Beach and see what this puppy can do with a lipo. We'll probably run nickel metals in it, one time or two times, just to kind of get the gearing and the transmission broken in before we turn it loose with lipo and stuff. Of course, I'm gonna stick with 2-cell lipo. These tires here look just like the real Monster Jam tires, like on the big Bigfoots and the grave diggers and all the rest of the fine monster trucks in the world. You notice, let me get up here, you can barely see it. My arm is right there in the way. But let me get back here where you can see this one. Okay. This truck came with chrome wheel nuts. So I thought, well, I'm going to put black on here because black will look good. But you can't really, well, you can see a little bit. But anyway. And of course, I went with the purplish pink coil springs on here. It came with white. But I think it's going to be a good one. Like I said, this right here is my very first new Stampede purchase since 1999. I've always gotten used ones, which is not a thing wrong with the used Stampede at all. Nothing at all, period, wrong with the used Stampede. But you gotta get new once in a while. Let me get my little pointer. Let me show you one last thing. I might have told you about this before, but I'm gonna tell you again. This thing right down here. This little white thing right where my pointer device is all wrong. It's not pointing. There you go. Right here. This is a fiberglass tie bar, which it did not come with one. And it came with these cheesy, well, these aren't the cheesy ones, these are the good ones. These are real hinge pins with clips on either side. I swapped these two out on these A-arms towards here, but later down the road we're going to be getting some better RPM equipment for the front end, because the front end, the C-hubs and the carriers are kind of a weak point on Stampede. But you'll notice back here, let me get up under here real good. Crawl up under the big bad Bigfoot, the big bad blue Ford, yeah. Okay, you can see that right there. I'm right up under the truck. Got the same thing going on the back arms. I got those real hinge pins, both on the inside and the outer section of the A-arms on the back end. So the back end's good. The back end's cherry, ready to rock. The front end needs just a little bit more work, but we're just going to let it ride for now. But we need to keep in mind that we need to upgrade a little bit. Now, I'm turning this way. Turn my attention to this one. Take the body off. Set the body under here, and hopefully I won't kick it accidentally. Okay. Now, let me show you something. This one also has, this one's name is Spare Parts. This is the one you see at Pebble Beach all the time. Come on, camera, focus. Focus. Focus, you can do it. Oh, I hope it can. But anyway, this is a truck you see at Pebble Beach all the time, making those videos and whatnot. Started out as a club truck, a slowpoke, but now it's got some power because it's got the same motor and speed control as this one. Ease on over here so you can see it. There's the motor. I even have a gearbox protector device that's actually made for a wheelie bar to bolt up to it, but like I said, we're out here with monster trucks, and I'm not worried about no wheelie bar. I'm not on concrete, so why worry about it, right? Okay. Now, you notice that there's a piece of Lexan bolted to my my body post. And it looks like a shoelace of wires. Look at that. Shoelace of wires there. That used to be poking through this orange thing. Sitting right there, butt going all the way up through the truck body and everything, and looking kind of so 1990s, you know. So, I did this trick right here on an old Corvette Stampede I had back in the day. It was a Stampede like this. I had to change the front body mounts. I had to put shorter ones on there. I put the Lexan here with the, I call it the shoelace antenna trick. And it worked. And I never really did try to do a range test or anything with these things, but it had good range anyway. Now, of course, these shocks here, it's the same as they always were, except, well, I got 45 weight oil in all these shocks here. And Bigfoot shocks has 47.5 weight in there. It's a little bit thicker, so we're going to be testing this out when those bolts come in. There's the motor bolts. Of course, I got to put a pinion gear. There's no pinion gear on this one. But this one right here is so close to be ready to run, ready to rock and roll. I just wanted to make it my own, you know what I mean? Didn't want to leave it factory. I wanted everything to be different. This truck here is, I guess you could say, my guinea pig, my test bed, so to speak. I try different things on this one, and if it works, well, guess what? It carries on over to this one, as well as the rattlesnake truck. That's another whole project. So I know this video has been running long, guys and girls, but I just wanted to let you know the progress on Bigfoot here, and a couple little mods that I've done to this one in the past few days, which is putting this shoelace antenna routing device on here. Very, very complicated device here. My goodness. Took 100 years to perfect this. No, it didn't take that long. But you notice my little rubber thingies for protect the body and stuff like that. Prevent body rattle, and plus if you didn't have those on there, it'd chip away and eat away your paint job. Not a good thing. And of course, you see this one here has a receiver up front also. Old school style. But it's got a gray clip and it's got a gray chassis. This one has the black chassis. Now I'm guessing when they first came out, the Stampedes first came out, everything was black. The bumpers, I call them ladder bars, but they're skid plate ladder bars and whatnot. Everything used to be black, even the shock springs. And then I guess in the mid-2000s, I'm guessing 03, 04, 02, as early as 02, they decided to get a little different. They decided to come out with some gray parts. I guess to mix it up a little bit so everything wouldn't be all one color, which is a good thing. Nothing wrong with that. So guys, with that said, I'm going to do a quadcopter pan away. Easily step back like this where you can see both these chassis right here. And it's time for old Birdman to go night-night because it's 12:30. Birdman's got to get to work in the morning. So this is Birdman 316 for Birdman 316 RC. I hope you guys like this video. I know it's a little bit long, but I just wanted to keep you guys updated on the progress and the different things I've been up to. You guys have a good one. And as always, sayonara. Hello, my friends. I forgot to tell you guys this last night when I was doing the progress report video. I was talking about hinge pins. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Birdman 316 for Birdman 316 RC. Pardon my manners. I'm sorry. Gee whiz. Okay. This is the original factory hinge pin that came from the Stampede. Remember I told you I put those other hinge pins in with the clips, real hinge pins. This right here has got coarse threads right here at the edge. And even back in the day, and now, these are bad about backing out. So you put the others in there so they won't back out. They can't come out unless you lose the clip. Now, I believe the slashes and the higher end stampedes like the VXL models and stuff like that, they come with the real hinge pins. Now the lower end models, I guess you can say the budget friendly models, comes with this style here. But for just a couple, $3-4, you can change the hinge pins. You don't have to worry about it, and still stay within a budget. I just wanted to share this with you. I was mentioning hinge pins last night, and I totally forgot to show you what came out of it. So this is the thing that came out of it. This is this has been Birdman 316 for Birdman 316 RC, and you guys have a wonderful day. Sayonara.